Nigeria was given power, but not really true. By 1951, Nigeria looked like it was finally moving forward. After years of limited voice under the Clifford Constitution, something new arrived, something bigger. It was called what? The Mafesin Constitution. And this time it seems different. For the first time, Nigerians were heavily involved in shaping the constitution itself. Meetings were held across the country. Voices were gathered. Opinions were heard. It felt like real change was finally coming. And on the surface, it was more Nigerians entered government, more representation, more participation. It looked like power was finally being handed over. But then reality set in because even though Nigerians were a new part of the system, they still didn't control it. The British were still in charge. They still had the final say. They still control the structure. They still had the real power behind the scene. And sometimes something else was happening, sometimes even more dangerous. As political powers expand, so did what? Division. Political parties began to form, not based on one united Nigeria, but based on what? Regions. The North, the West, and the East, each fighting for its own interest, each protecting its own people, each competing for what? Control. And slowly, the dream of one Nigeria started to feel more complicated because the more power was shared, the more divided it became. This constitution gave Nigerians a taste of self-rule, but it also exposed the crack beneath the surface. Crack that has been growing since 1914. Crack that we are now impossible to ignore. And the truth is, the Mafesin Constitution didn't fail because Nigeria weren't ready. It failed because the system itself was built on fragile foundation. Different regions, different visions, one first nation. And as Nigeria moved closer to independence, one question became impossible to avoid. Could this country actually stay united?